Hi everyone. Today we're going to do a quick tutorial on how to fish in Mortal Online 2, or Mortal 2 Online, whatever. First thing you're going to need, if you're still on Haven, you're going to need to come to the fishing vendor. You will need, of course, a fishing rod. Right now I'm just going to use basic line and a size 1 hook. You're going to need something for bait. I'm going to use some of this stuff. This stuff is actually pretty useful when you're starting out. It makes for a pretty good blade if you're crafting blades, but also it works for bait. So hey, it's good stuff. Get it from whatever you can, pigs, corpses, whatever. Collect as much as you can. You'll find a use for it. Once you grab your basic gear, you need just a body of water. The sea is great. This little pond. As I said earlier, I'm in Haven. If you've done the combat tutorial, the basic dummies right here. The church with the Walking Dead is right over there. So it's just outside of town, which makes this location real convenient, which is why I chose it. Also, since we're in Haven, we don't have to worry about any surprises while we're fishing. There's no mobs around here that are going to be a problem. Don't have to worry about people jumping me from behind, whatever. So that's why I'm here. Otherwise, just in the real world, you probably get better stuff than what I'm getting here. So once you equip your rod, you're going to have to add a line, or add a size line that we just got. Line, basic line, and then bait. Boom. There we go. Now, if you click, it won't do anything right now. Make sure you have your inventory closed and your bar closed. Next thing, we'll see if 200 centimeters works as a depth. It might be a little bit deep here. No, cool, it worked out. If you go too deep, it'll tell you that you're hitting the bottom and that you won't get any fish. I should have been paying more attention for that one. And apparently there are things that you can catch or get when it goes on the bottom like that. Apparently you can get debris, sticks and stuff like that, or even clams. But for the most part, I'm after fish right now, just to show you how it's done. Now, when you do get a bite like I just had, I've found that it's actually easier to just start reeling. Left click will reel for you. Right click does this kind of hold. I've tried the hold and jerk. It doesn't seem to work very well. You can't just pull up like that. That doesn't seem to work very well either. So as soon as it grabs it, just start reeling to get the fish on. Now, this isn't an automatic thing. I mean, it's not super quick. And I see, notice how there's ripples in the water. That means the fish is fighting you. Okay. And then you also keep an eye when you're reeling in on the end of your rod. When the fish starts to fight you, your rod will dip like that. And you're going to want to right click just to hold the line, let the fish fight you, and then wait till it's done and then start reeling it back in. Okay. If you keep reeling when the fish is fighting you, your line will break. And then you'll be pissed and you will not catch the fish. It does take a little bit of patience. Couple tries to get your timing right and to really be quick on switching from reeling into to just holding a line, because that's the biggest frustration my first few times fishing was that I broke the line and I lost my gear. Another thing that I want to mention is sometimes you can let the fish take line, but that just makes it so that it takes a whole lot longer. The first time fishing, I thought when it was fighting, I should just let the fish take line and not put tension on my line because that was causing it to break. It turns out it can take more line than you reel in, and you end up fighting a fish for a half an hour. And that's just not fun. So there's the hook at the bottom of the kitchen. So instead of letting the fish take line, just hold it. It's possible that when you get to the higher levels of fishing that you're going to have to let the fish take line because it's going to be a bigger fish. if that's the case, then you'll learn that as you go. But for the earlier fishing, you're probably just fine. Just holding the line. Also, one of the things that I've learned while fishing since my first time, since I told you that I was letting the fish take line, and it took me a while to figure out, how close is the fish? How close am I to getting it done? And when it's taking line, how much am I losing? Because I couldn't tell in the beginning because I didn't even think about it. But if you look at your spool, you'll notice how the spool is pretty full right now, but it's not all the way full. Your spool is basically a progress bar on how close you are to getting the fish caught. Okay. When I was letting it take line, I was down to maybe a third of it left on the thing. I hadn't connected the dots yet. But the thing is, the more line you have on your spool, the closer the fish is to being caught. So I've got a little ways to go here. Not a whole lot. I'm getting pretty close. Oh, look at that. Closer than I thought. Okay. So, that's the basics of it. For some reason, I always click to take my fish off, and it always does that stupid little cast like that. Just reel it back in and then put your thing away. Now that I've caught these guys, I'm going to go use the butchery table to butcher these guys. You can get some pretty cool stuff off of some of the catches you get. I'm not expecting a whole lot of anything off of any fish in this Haven Lake. So I'm still going to do it anyway. Just, got to get food and cooking and stuff like that. And then, of course, try this wherever you can. You'll get bigger, better stuff. You can find all kinds of cool things in the waters. But also watch your back because people will mess with you while you're fishing. Hopefully this helps you in figuring out what to do. There wasn't really a tutorial in the game on how to fish. So there you go. Easy breezy. It's really not that challenging. At least not in the beginning. And of course, you'll grow skills and you'll get better equipment. Things will be a lot easier as you go. So anyway, hopefully that was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe. And good luck out there in the world.